Distinguished guest speakers, presenters, and participants, we're sorry for the inconvenience that we start this closing ceremony a little bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the main room of ICGCS. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this conference. Before we continue to announce the best presenters from each room and each sessions, let's give a big appreciation to all of our moderators, both for plenary and parallel session, and we would like to virtually deliver certificate to our moderators. Once again, before we continue to announce the best speaker, the presenters from each room and each session, let's give a big appreciation to all of our moderators, both for plenary and parallel session. And we would like to virtually deliver certificates to our moderator. The first to Dr. Anis Farida Esos, SHMSI. Next, to Ayumi SS M Home. Next to Bima John Nanda SIP MA. Next to Professor Dr. Elizabeth Christy Purwandari. Next to Heni Rosalinda SIP MA PhD. Next to Indah Mustika Permata SIP MA. And also to Dr. Khairul Umam Nur MSI. Next to Insinyur Mutia Fadila Fakhrudin MNSC. Next to Novi Hasana Esos M Home. Next to Rifki Dermawan S Home MSC. And also to Rika Handayani MAPD M Home. Next to Seswita SS M Home. Next to Dr. Anda Trias Setiawati MSI. Next to Dr. Witriani M Home. And also to Wiwi Afifah SPI SHMH. Okay, before we continue to announce the best presenter from each room and each session, While the committee is still collecting data of the best presenters, we will watch a video provided by the committee. Please enjoy.
ICGCS dari Grand Story untuk dunia.
Before we continue to, before we closing this conference with a speech from the head of PPGAK Unan, it is now time to announce the best presenters from each room and each session. So we will start from this is the best presenter for ICGCS 2021. Day one. The best presenter for day one at room 2 with the theme of gender, language, and literature is giving to Tri Murniati.
Yeay.
Nyalain video berprestasi.
Ya, video sama ini, Mas.
Next, the best presenter for day one, session 1 at room 3 with the theme of gender, communication, and media is Shafira Natasha. Victim blaming reports of female murder victims on online media. Next, For the best presenter at day one, section one, room four, with the theme of gender and public policy is Mutia Fadila Fakhruddin. Professional health and safety implementation compliance construction projects in North Sumatra province. The best presenter at day one, section one, at room five, with the theme of gender and family is Indah Sari Rahmaini, Minangkabau Widows in the late modernity.
Congratulations,
The best presenter at day one, section one, at room six, with the theme of gender, culture, and religion, gender and sexuality, is Nazrina Zuriani. Exit politics and trans women in Bali and Yogyakarta, understanding transgenderism in Indonesia. The best presenter for day one, section one, at room 7, with the theme of gender, law, and human rights, is Siti Rofia.
Selamat.
The importance of nation correction towards gender discriminatory policy and law in Indonesia. We'll continue to the room. The best presenter at day one, session 2, at room 2, with the theme of gender, language, and literature, is Desi Dwi Priyanti. Gender hierarchy as a colonial legacy, a critical view of Kartini as a symbol of Indonesia's woman emancipation. The best presenter at day one, session 2, at room 3, with the theme of gender, communication, and media, gender, and entrepreneurship, is Zulfatun Mahmuda.
Selamat Bu Zulfa.
Antelala's committee representation of symbolic annihilation on women in media. The best presenter at day one, session 2, at room 4, with the theme of gender and public policy, is Wiwi Afifa. With package as social assistance for women and vulnerable groups in Surabaya in gender perspective. The best presenter at day 2, at day 1, session 2, at room 5, with the theme gender and family, is Irza Kurunin. Parental migration and community-based intervention towards left-behind children in Indonesia. The best presenter at day 1, session 2, at room 6, with the theme gender and politics, is Asri Naldi. The problem of attitudes consistency and voting behavior for the people of West Sumatra towards female regional head candidates in regional. Best presenter at day 1, session 2, at room 7, is, with the theme of gender and economic activities, is Meilani Damayanti. Women support and family economic resilience during COVID-19 pandemic. We will continue to day 2. The best presenter at day 2, session 1, at room 2, with the theme of gender disaster and pandemic, is William E. Maxey.
Congrats, William.
Survival strategies of Barrow scavenger women during the COVID-19 pandemic in Sawah Lunto. Best presenter at day 2, session 1, room 3, with the theme gender, health, and nutrition, is Umi Optiari Retna Ningsih. Women rules for healthy lifestyles through good foods. Best presenter at day 2, session 1, room 4, with the theme gender and tourism, gender and agricultural activities, is Iwan Nurhadi.
Selamat Pak Iwan.
Women in tourism in Banyuwangi, the dynamics of rural development and social inclusion. Best presenter at day 2, session 1, room 5, with the theme gender, conflict, and peace, gender, and politics, is Eli Maliha. The woman's involvement in terrorism, the phenomenology, study on the woman in the family of the former terrorists prisoner. Best presenter at day 2, session 1,
Mati kameranya.
at room 6 with the theme gender equality and social inclusion is Ongki Andriawan, gender and historical awareness of our region. Best presenter for day 2, session 1, at room 7 with the theme gender and education is Kepi Sukesi,
Selamat, Prof.
modeling character education for adolescents based on gender equality and social inclusion. Best presenter for day 2 will continue to session 2, room 2 with the theme gender disaster and pandemic, gender and environment is Lintar Brilian Pinta Kami.
Yeay. Selamat Bu Linta.
Women's
Thank you so
land
much.
ownership role in achieving economic welfare during COVID-19 pandemic. Best presenter for day 2, session 2, room 3 with the theme gender, health and nutrition is Helmiza. Development of model psychological stimulation Manjujai for parenting of stunting children in West Sumatra. Next, best presenter for day 2, session 2, room 4 with the theme gender-based violence, Astrida Fitri Nuryani.
Yeay.
Addressing domestic violence against women during the time of COVID-19 pandemic, the case of Koko Kasih, actors in municipality of Malang, Indonesia.
Thank you.
Satu lagi.
Best presenter, day 2, session 2, room 5, gender, conflict and peace is Meli Noviriani,
Yeay.
human security of rural women for community peace building. Best presenter, day 2, session 2, at room 6, gender
Guys,
equality and social
1,
inclusion
2, 3.
is Putih Viola Eliana, head actor and
Congrats, Viola.
achieving gender equality in matrilineal society. The last best presenter, day 2, session 2, room 7, with the theme gender and education is Yayu Sri Ayuda,
Yeay. Selamat Bu Yayu.
developing gender responsive curriculum for inclusive hire. Congratulations to all our best presenters. Thank you for your contribution to this conference. We hope that this award could encourage you in further research. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Jendrius, the head of the Center of Gender, Children, and Family Studies, Universitas Andalas, to deliver his closing remarks. To Dr. Jendrius, the time is yours.
Thank you, Robbie. And the Excellency, Chairperson of Indonesian Association for Women's and Gender Studies, ASWGI, Professor Emi Susanti, MA, the Excellency, the keynote speakers, the first ICGCS conference, Dr. Bernadette P. Resurrection, Dr. Anis Dudarija, Professor Alimatul Qibtiyah, Professor Hiraisi Noriko, distinguished guests, moderators, presenters, participants, and especially for all of the committee members. Tuan-tuan, puan-puan, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for Allah and blessing on the Prophet. We have finally come to the last part of the conference. I have been fruitful intellectual discussions by our keynote speakers, from our participants, and hard work from our committee. I believe the best word of the express how I feel is gratitude. Thank you to our speakers, presenters, and participants who without them, this conference could never happen. Thank you to our keynote speakers who have color and conference with their knowledge to our partners, ICGCS, who have supported us from the beginning, and to the committee who have courageously pushed forward despite the problem and challenges that they experience. Our work is not done. They still remain further works in publishing your papers in international proceeding and national accredited journals. We ask you to be patient, to bear with the during this process. We will inform you every step of the way. Despite the challenge we have faced during these past 2 days, and also from days coming to the conference, I can confidently say that ICGS 2021 was successful. On behalf of the committee, I apologize for any problems that occurred where the majority was cause of technical problems. On the other hand, this conference will not running well without support from any parties. Directors of Universitas Andalas, Prof. Yuliandri, the head of Center for Research and Community Services, Dr. Uyung Gatot, the moderators, organizing committee, Dr. Ike Revita, who is in this moment inaugurating as the Vice Dean for Academic Affairs, the Faculty of Humanities Universitas Andalas. Congratulations and selamat buat Ibu Ike. Then Pak Andri Rusta and the gangs, Isil and Iden, the staff secretary, Ibu Yunarti, who is good treasurer, Ibu Ozi, Ibu Dian, Ibu Sri, Ibu Yeye, Ibu Foni, Ibu Rima, Ibu Yesi, MJ, dan Pak Wahyu, and very special for Miss Ola and teams. Our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Robi Kurnia, our operators, Fadli, Ibnu, Regi, Rifa, dan Adit. Please and Ibu Sil, please give them a big round of applause. We are planning to hold this conference again in the next 2 years. I genuinely hope that you can join us once more and enthusiastically wait for more rewarding discussions. Thank you and see you again in the second ICGCS. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Jendrius. Distinguished guests, speakers, and participants for this past 2 days. Together, we have gained knowledgeable expertise from our keynote speakers. We have also had the opportunity to share our experience and research with one another. However, long before this conference was held, communication was built, network was formed, not only among the participants, but also with the committee. On behalf of the committee, I would like to once again say thank you to you all who have contributed to this conference, to ICGCS as our partner, to Universitas Andalas,
Recording
to
in
our keynote
progress.
speakers, to our moderators, last but not at all the least, to all our speakers, presenters, and participants. Thank you for your collaboration, your patience, your hard work, and your enthusiasm. It has been a wholesome experience for us. We would love for you to join us again. Thank you and see you at the next international conference, Gender, Culture, and Society.
Selamat Pak Jendrius, acaranya sukses besar. Keren.
Terima kasih Mas Iwan.
Keren Pak Jendrius,
Semua panitia juga, terima kasih.
Selamat buat
MC
panitia.
juga.
dan tim, selamat.
Terima kasih. Selamat Pak semua.
Selamat ya.
Dan dukungan kawan-kawan ICGCS semua.
Thank you all
Panitianya
committee.
top Pak.
Panitianya bagus.
Selamat